welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we're going to address one of the big parenting concerns. Once school starts, what are you going to do with those kids before and after school? My guest is Heather Wiggins from Healthy Families. Welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. You guys have a great program. You're set, right? You're going to calm all of the parents' fears about back to school.
We're going to do our best.
So you guys run before school and after school programs in how many of our schools?
We are currently in 19 elementaries, 3 of our middle schools, and 2 of our pre-K through 8 schools.
That is such a help because parents need to know that kids are safe.
Yeah.
But also, you guys are carrying some of the load to make evenings a little less stressful. You're dealing with homework and social concerns and exercise and getting kids, busy.
Yeah. If you don't have them busy, they will find their own stuff to keep busy with.
Yeah,
and that's a very big concern. But we do. We have wonderful staff who put together great curriculums. A parent can ask to see their curriculum at any time. And they run a program where the kids make sure they get their homework done. They get an afternoon snack that's USDA approved.
Yay!
Yay. They are allowed to do some exploration, and then we have enrichments in our elementary schools and a little more in-depth curriculum in our middle schools.
Now, when you say enrichment, what would that be? Some examples.
Enrichment is basically, let me give you a taste and see if you like it. So we have hip-hop dance, we have the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, we have Taekwondo, we have some great science enrichments with the Air and Space Center and aviation.
That sounds like fun. This doesn't sound like, child care. This sounds like fun camp.
It's supposed to be a fun camp. The kids have been in school for 8 hours. They don't need any more lecturing at them. They need time to de-stress themselves. And the parents need to know that they're in a safe and healthy environment.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of the things I think as a parent that was always difficult is if you're working all day, if you pick up the kids, if you get home at 6, you've got to get dinner on the table, and then you've got to have the homework fight. And it can go on for far too long and make evenings miserable. One of the things you guys do is make sure some of those homework efforts happen before we pick up our kids.
Right. We have a 45-minute minimum of homework, whether it's the teacher has assigned homework or we're handling reading. We even have writing prompts and math sheets to help shore up some of those basic SOL skills. And the really great thing is we have tutors who come from Christopher Newport University and Hampton University as volunteers, and they're there with us, making sure the kids are getting what they need.
Isn't that wonderful? Because right around the time middle school math kicks in, I'm much less hopeful with my child than I am, in the early years. So having somebody a little closer to algebra, for example,
yes,
it's a good thing.
It's a great thing because I know when I'm looking at some of it, I have to go back and read it before I can even try to explain it to a student. The tutors are there with us, and they are so great. And we have tutors for everything from music to math. So whatever a student needs help in, we will get them help.
So this sounds like a great program. One of the things I do want to say, it's not really taxpayer supported. You guys, through user fees, kind of pay for the cost of the programming.
It is user fee based.
Which means parents have to pay for it, but it's pretty affordable, especially compared to other options. How much does it cost?
Very affordable. We have a really easy, simple fee schedule. AM care is $20 for the first child, $17 for additional children. Doesn't matter what schools they go to, so they don't have to be at the same one.
Okay.
We also have the option of a 5-day pass. That's $25. So if you know you're only going to use it once or twice a week, the 5-day pass is what you're looking for. PM is $45 the first child, $40 the second child, second and more children, and then a $50 5-day pass.
Okay.
So let's say you have 2 children, one in a middle school, one in an elementary school. Your first child's going to be $65 AM, PM care. Your second child's going to be $57 AM and PM care.
So you do have that discount for multiple kids.
Yes.
That helps. And the drop-in, the 5-day pass is a really cool thing. I know I used it because Normally, I had someone who could pick up my kid every day, but not always every day. Things fall
Right.
through, or they want to stay sometimes. I mean, one of the things that's kind of fun is if their friends are staying, it becomes a peer group, and then they really want to do it. It's not that much fun to sit home alone.
It's absolutely no fun to sit home alone,
Yeah.
especially when you know you've got a hip hop dance coming or you've got taekwondo coming. You know, the kids really want to be there on those days, and that 5-day pass is a great option for a family.
Yeah, it is. So now, if I'm a parent at home and I'm planning ahead and thinking, is there a program at my kid's school? Maybe we've changed schools this year. I'm new to middle school. How do I get more information?
You have two options. You can always come down and see us. We're at 100 Old Hampton Lane in the Healthy Families Building.
That's next to the museum. A lot of people don't really
Right,
know
it's-
where you are. It's not a walk-in building a whole lot. If you
It's
haven't
not
been
a
to one of your
walk-in building.
classes.
We are right next to the museum, and there's the free parking garage right across the street.
Yeah.
So you can't miss the free parking garage. The other option is you can always call us, and we're at 727-1300. Option 4 will get you directly to our department.
Okay.
And then, of course, you can always email me, and I can respond by email, because I know
Okay.
that's easier for some parents.
And you guys have most of your information online at hampton.gov/healthyfamilies.
A lot of it is going up online as we
We're
speak.
working on it. One of the things, though, you offer is people could, like right now, say, I want to get this taken care of. I want to go ahead and register my child. Or they can wait until that open house night before school starts, or even the back to school night sometime in mid-September if they find out that, maybe they thought their middle schooler could stay home alone, and then they've realized not such a good idea.
Not such a good idea. Very true. We're open enrollment all year. So if something in the family changes, schedule for mom or dad changes, and you know you're going to be needing 2 hours in the afternoon, we can get them in at any time.
That's wonderful. And that flex is wonderful too, because as a working parent, those hours do change. There are days when everything goes smoothly and you pick up the kid when you thought you could, and there's days when you're scrambling on the phone saying, please, please help. I need, I
Right.
need backup here. So having the backup plan is really important.
We are a great backup plan for the daily.
Well, the daily routine, I
Right.
think, is it reduces the stress level on if you're a single parent or if you're two working parents and you get there in the evenings and you're tired and the kids are tired. So to have some of the tough work taken care of, then everybody can relax and enjoy the evenings a little bit more than if you're having to fight to get the homework done and fight to get ready for the next day.
And we have a lot of parents who go across the bridge to work. And we all know how that bridge traffic can get.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Even traffic to Newport News can be bad these days.
It can be some days. But a parent who knows that maybe they only need an hour, but that is going to be the hour that gives them a less stressful drive and makes them safer to get to
Right.
the kids in a less stressful evening.
Right, or even if you normally only need an hour, you've got maybe a little cushion.
You got cushion.
Yeah, so
'Cause
Heather, what are the hours? When do you guys open in the morning, and what's the deadline for picking that kid up in the afternoon?
we open at 6:30 a.m. so our parents can get to work, and we go right up into the minute of school. So we'll make sure that the kids go to breakfast. If they're on the breakfast program, we'll make sure they go to class.
No tardies.
No tardies. Won't have to worry about that phone call. And then we are there the minute they get out of school, whether it be on their normal schedule or an early release schedule, and we run until 6 p.m.
I forget, early release days can throw a complete monkey wrench in a family's schedule.
They can, but we're there, and that's another one of those 5-day pass, great option.
Right, maybe you just need the early release days.
Exactly.
So, when you say that you're only in a few of the middle schools,
We're in 3 currently.
and those 3 also are some of the magnet schools where you don't have the bus transportation, so your kids maybe can't get home after
That's
work.
true, that's very
They can't
true.
go home to an empty house because they don't have that ride. If, let's say, some parents wanted to get together and say, hey, we want this program at my kid's school and it isn't currently offered, is that something you could do?
We can. If we have 20 parents who tell us, we want this program at our middle school or at one of our elementary schools, we will begin working with the school board and the principal to get our program in there as fast as possible.
That's wonderful. And I also want to say this is in partnership with the schools. It's so handy that it's right there at your kids' schools. You don't have to drop them one place and have them bus to the school. I mean, everything's right there.
It is right there. That's one of the benefits of our program. You're not worried about the children being taken from one building to another on a bus. You're not worried about them getting lost in traffic. We are there in the schools. We have a great partnership with the schools.
And the program sort of grows with them. If they start out in elementary school and then, want to stick with it.
We have 4-year-olds that we work with. They're as cute as buttons, and I almost cried when some of my 8th graders graduated this year.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So,
yeah, it's that continuity, too.
It is a great
it's
continuity.
A good program. Well, thank you very much. And I'm going to tell people to pick up the phone or go to the website if they have additional questions.
That would be wonderful, and we're always there.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. I hope you've learned a little bit and you can take action and relieve that child care worry before school even starts. Thanks for watching.